delusion. Convince yourself.
Welcome to Delusions, a podcast where you can feel your oats, let down your hair, and be gone with the wind fabulous. And most importantly, feel your French vanilla fantasy while recapping RuPaul's Drag Race. Grab your order and let's get started, Henny.
They want to see you go.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the premiere episode of my brand new podcast. And it's just me, myself, and I. Shout out to How's Your Head Child podcast. That's where I got my start. But I am moving forward with Delusions. So let's convince ourselves.
She's taking it.
This is a continuation of RuPaul's Drag Race podcast where we feel our French vanilla fantasy, darling, and we give our delusional opinions because, you know, us queens, as in queers, sometimes we live in our delusional gay fantasy, and I'm always in my delusional gay fantasy when it comes to RuPaul's Drag Race. So let's get started. So Delusions, what are you guys delusional about today? What I'm delusional about is me expecting my crushes, my Twitter crushes or Instagram crushes to automatically like me. Like, why don't you feel me thinking about you? Why aren't you in my DMs? Why aren't you writing me? And most importantly, why are you trying to not let me eat your ass? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to blow their DMs up. I don't want to, like, I don't know. I don't want to be. Now, if we was in the same area and they wasn't like on the app, of course I write them like, "Hey, you trying to fuck or whatever." But that's beside the point. That's what I'm delusional about today. Why aren't my crushes crushing on me back without me saying anything? So those are my delusions. So let's move on to the good material. So we're going to rotate our wigs. When we rotate our wigs, that means we are in the salon. We are having girl chat. We are under those hairdryer thingies and we're running our motherfucking mouths, okay?
Fierce. It's fierce. Oh.
So let's talk about the two new twists of season 16's RuPaul's Drag Race. And if I didn't say it before, I don't think I did. We are recapping season 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race. So the first twist is there's immunity for this season. Now, RuPaul said the winner of the episode 1 challenge gets to win immunity. And on top of that, it's for any challenge. It's not just like that particular challenge of the night or whatever, for any challenge of the episode. So I'm just curious to figure out, like, what do you guys think about that? Like, and is the immunity for like future challenges? Like, can the girl next week win immunity? Can the girl third week win it? Or is it just for these two split premieres? So that's a very good question I need answered. And the second twist is rate a queen. So after each performance, the girls are gonna rate each other performances and put them in top 1 through 6 or however many girls is in the room at that time. And I guess a lot of people on Twitter were saying like this is a circle moment, the circle on Netflix. I don't know. I don't watch that. So my thoughts on Rate a Queen is kind of like, what was the point of having Rate a Queen on these two split premieres and nobody's going home? And on top of that, nobody is knowing who you're voting for. So it's kind of, where is the drama? Like, it's not clicking with me just yet. So it's like, I don't know. I think I would have preferred lipsticks like All-Star. I mean, I don't know. So what are you guys' thoughts on Rate a Queen? So let's move into the episode, okay? So I'm gonna go through these girls' entrance looks, and I'm gonna start with Q, and I'm gonna say if I want to wear these looks or not. And for Q look, Q walked in. She has a beautiful feather greens corset, cute makeup, hair is okay. I will wear this look. It's giving me something in Vegas. She's from Kansas, yeah. KC and Mo is where you can find me. Yeah, she's from over there with Mo Hart and Widow Von Du. I will wear this look. She makes all her own stuff, and she is the fashion queen of the season for me. Next is Tsunami Muse. She claims that she also is a fashion queen because she works in fashion in real life. But as far as her look, I don't think I will wear this. Is it doable for like an interest look? Yeah, sure. But if you're online and you're Meet the Queens interviews and other interviews and you claiming you the fashion queen, I would expect you to walk in with something as extravagant as Q. But she did not. Next up is a mandatory meeting. Let me tell y'all something about this queen. I love this queen personality, okay? She is funny, she's witty, she's quick, fast, in the confessionals or whatever. I like her personality. But as far as her drag, I don't think I'm gonna too much like her drag from a polish standpoint. She's a kooky comedy queen, so sometimes those girls lack in the polish department and they're everything in comedy or acting or whatever. I believe she has a BFA. Don't quote me on that right now, but I think she went to theater school, yeah. Her look, no, I don't want to wear it. The breastplate is showing on the neck. It is reminding me of Drag Race UK. That was so annoying to me. I do not like that. So I did see a video on Twitter when she was at the premiere party, and when she came on the TV thingy, she came on stage, and while she was doing her confessional, she cut her breastplate off and then threw it on the ground and then walked out. So I thought that was pretty funny. It was cute. But I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. No, I won't wear her look, but I do love what she said in confessional. She was like, I'm selling it at a very fair price on Hollywood Boulevard. I just thought that was so funny. And then when she walked in and she hit her pose and stuck her foot out, I kind of like that too. So yeah, she had cute ways, but I don't want to wear her look. Next up is Morphine Love Dion. She is the mug queen of the season. What she calls herself, Muggiana. She's definitely Muggiana. I do not think that I would wear her look. It's way too pedestrian. She could be going to somebody's club here in El Paso with that look. But the hair is nice and the mug is nice as well. And I do like this queen so far. First impressions wise, I do like her. Next up is we have Saphira Crystal. I would definitely wear her look. She has my favorite out of Dawn. She has my favorite entrance line. She was like, I think this place is haunted. When I first seen it, I was like, okay. But then when I kept rewatching it, I was like, you know what? I like this entrance line. There's something about it. It's just so funny to me. I do love her entrance look. I will wear this look. The paint is nice. The hair is nice. And yeah, I love everything about this look. It's feathers. It's giving me pageant. It's giving me, she's been doing drag for a number of umpteen years. Next up, we have Mirage. Mirage, she came in with all these like highlighted colors. It's not drag-y enough for me. It's giving me somebody's rebellious teenage daughter back in the 80s, I think. This was giving me, I think she did this look on purpose. She was talking to some smack when she came in. She was like, I hear the whispers. I hear the girls talking. I just thought that was pretty funny. I do, however, love this queen's makeup, and I always love her hair. For some reason, I always love her hair and her makeup. And I watch her videos on Twitter and things of that nature, and I just think she be having like these giant, she have like the drag version of Ariana Grande's ponytails. Like her ponytails, it'd be big, giant, and all over the place. And when she do her floor work, because this queen is known as twirling and swirling on the floor. When she does her floor work, that hair be all over the place, and I just love it. Her look, you know what? I'll wear it for a theme party. Yeah, I'll wear it for a certain theme party. Yeah. Our last queen and my favorite queen is Dawn. She walked in and she was she was like, I think she said something like, rise and shine, motherfuckers. It's Dawn. And I love this fucking queen. When I first seen like the rumored cast and I seen her picture, I was like, this queen, she's giving me a drag version of The Witcher. And I just fucking love it. Okay. I love her. I don't know what to say. This look, yes, yes, I will wear it. She had a cute little purse to go with it and everything, and I just liked her energy. I loved it. So those were our entrance looks and the girls that entered the first episode for this week. So let's talk about this mini challenge for a little bit, y'all. I'm not gonna go in depth, but this mini challenge was a photo shoot, and it was like walking on a porch, and RuPaul was behind the door speaking through like an intercom or whatever. And this shit was so funny to me. I don't know why. I love when like RuPaul is speaking through intercom, kind of like on season 11 when they did that one challenge at the and Silky Nutmeg Ganache had bust through the door, and RuPaul was speaking through the intercom and making like slick remarks. This was what that photo shoot was giving me, and it was so funny, especially with Dawn. Dawn was like, I guess RuPaul was something like, "Are you bringing bacon?" And then Dawn was like, "I'm a vegan." And RuPaul was, "Bitch, get off my porch with that vegan shit." I forgot it. I forgot how I went verbatim, but it was so funny. And then when Dawn was like, "Oh, I think animals should vote," RuPaul was like, "Well, who are they gonna vote for?" And she was like, "Not you." So Dawn energy, it was giving me everything in that mini challenge. It was funny. And then the Love Connie thing, I really didn't care for that. But it was funny when Dawn was chasing him. So right off the bat, Dawn is like, she's there to have a good time and she's in it. She's like there in the moment. You know what I'm saying? She's not trying to be so like, ooh, oh yes, hello, hello, darling. She's not trying to do all that. She's like, like that kind of girl. So the main challenge was a talent show, MTV Spring Break. And before we get into the girls' talent shows, y'all, Derek Barry made an appearance. And Derek Barry is the Britney impersonator. And when you think of MTV, you think of Britney Spears, Christina, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Pink, like those kind of girls like back in the day. So it was funny I thought it was funny they had Derek Barry up there like introducing the girls' talent show. And it was cute. It was a cute moment. So our first girl up is Morphe Love Dion. She came out and she did a lip sync performance. She was lip syncing to somebody's Spanish song. It wasn't her voice. So I liked it. I like Morphe Love's performance. She showed you she could dance. She was a good lip syncer. She was all over the place. She did splits. It was a typical lip sync performance, but I liked it. And a lot of people on Twitter was like, "Oh, a lip sync performance. Where's the talent? Where's the talent?" To me, lip syncing is a talent. No, people just cannot get on stage and lip sync and put on a good show. Yes, people can learn lyrics, get on stage and move their mouth to the words, but can you draw the audience in? Can you mesmerize them? Can you have them out of their seats? Can you get them jumping up and down? Because it take a lot for me to get to that level, okay? I done seen a lot of drag in my life and been to a lot of shows. Not everybody is impressive with their lip sync performances, but Morphine Love, she impressed me. I liked it. Next up, we have Amanda Tori Meeting. Now, Amanda, she had a lip sync number and she was lip syncing her own track about a pussycat. Where's her cat or whatever. I don't too much like the song, and she had a lot of energy for this song. And for her to be a comedy queen, I was very, very impressed by her moves. Like she had a lot of energy. She was performing like she was up there doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, wah, wah, split, twirl, That's the kind of energy she was giving. So I think she should have had that kind of track. I don't know. She had a lot of energy for that little mellow lip sync thing she was doing. So her performance is okay with me. I would have liked it an upbeat track. Next up we have Dawn, and I will say I was expecting more from Dawn. It was so funny though when her lip sync started, how she fucking plopped on the floor. It was giving me Laganja Estranja on All Stars 6 when she came out and did that jump and she did a split before she even walked the runway. It was giving me that moment. And then they drug her down. She was doing a lot of reveals. I don't remember what the lip sync was about, but yeah, she was doing her Dawn stuff, but I just thought it was gonna be a little bit more extravagant than what it was. I felt like the reveals wasn't going as well as it was supposed to. That was what I was getting. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I have to watch it back. But I wanted more. I wanted more for Dawn. Next up, we have Q. Bitch, this was funny.
Bottom line, cut and dry.
This was funny. She did a puppet show, a ballerina puppet show with her face and a little body and some teeny little legs, and it was her facial expressions as she was doing like the ballerina moves that was so fucking funny. And I was laughing more when the judges were cracking up. Rue was cracking up. I have never seen a puppet show like this before, and if I do want to see a puppet show, I will want more puppet shows like this. And I'm wondering, did they edit when you watch it on TV, did they edit her to blend in so well with the background? Because you can't see like her in her black, if she's wearing a black suit with a black backdrop, you can't even see her silhouette. It's so well blended in. And I was thinking, like, how did they do that? Or maybe she is behind something and she got her arms like sticking out through a hole and she's pretending to use her arms for the ballerina feet. I don't know. But, I liked it. And I would love to see it again. Next up, we have Mirage. And Mirage is known as the stripper girl of the floor and stripper girl of Vegas. So she definitely came out. She lip synced to her own track. The track, I wasn't really living for the track, but her performance, it was nice. She was clacking her heels. She was doing splits, doing acrobats on the floor. I was like, okay, bitch. She really learned from those stripper girls, because she said she used to do hair and a lot of her clients were strippers. So I legit feel like she got trained by those fucking strippers, because she is doing the damn thing. I was like, okay, she's giving me a run for my money when I used to be a male stripper. Okay, I wasn't dancing as flamboyant as her, but I'm not doing splits and wearing heels or nothing and clacking and stuff like that. But if I was to try to imitate her, she would definitely give me a run for my money and sit my ass the fuck down.
I'll do the best I can with what I got.
I loved her talent show and I love to watch her perform. She's a very good lip syncer and a performer. Next up, we have Tsunami Muse. And I seen a lot of critiques on Twitter. They was like, girl, you letting us down this episode because you claim you the fashion girl and your interest look wasn't fashion. And then you came and did this lip sync number to your own track and it wasn't a lot of energy. I will say the track was everything. Okay, she was rapping her motherfucking ass off. Okay, mama was spitting. She was the Nicki Minaj that night. But I feel like her overall performance to her lip sync was not all that. She was kind of just like strutting and flipping her hair and turning. She didn't use the entire stage for me. She just used that little runway portion. She didn't go to the left to right. So I would love to see that. I would love to see her get on the ground. I don't know, roll around, kick her feet up. I don't know, do something like that. But yes, the energy of her performance did not match the energy of the track. And when I tell you a mandatory meeting was living, she was on the sidelines. Yes, bitch. Y'all, go to RuPaul's Drag Race Twitter page and they posted like the 2-second clip of a mandatory doing that, waving her finger in the ass with a big ass smile on her face and stuff. Yes, it was so funny to me. I just thought it was hilarious.
Work, bitch!
Last up, we have Saphira Crystal. She came out. She did a opera moment to some classic opera song. I am familiar with the song, but I don't know the name of it. But she changed the words. And so she had like a little screen on the side to where she was performing the words, I guess, in Italian. And RuPaul was just cracking up. Now, the voice wasn't giving me, I don't know, the voice wasn't giving me like a Monet Exchange opera. I know Monet is a bass. This queen is a bass and also the upper tunes, a soprano or alto. I can't remember which one it was, but she can sing like all the notes. She has a wide range. I remember her saying that. I would rather her sing bass because to me the high pitched notes didn't seem as polished. And I do watch opera performances on YouTube. I'm not a very giant fan. I don't know a lot about opera, but however, I do watch a couple opera performances because I do love the Phantom in the mask. What's that shit called? Phantom of the Opera. So sometimes I do my little research and go on YouTube and watch Phantom of the Opera, and I also love the opera song Celine Dion got with that famous opera dude. I can't remember the name right now. That concludes our talent show of the first episode. Now, let's get into this runway, okay? And the runway is called...
Who are you wearing?
This is part of the podcast where I give the girls what they want. The girls are receiving their lattes because everybody on the runway, this is their time to feel their French vanilla fantasy, honey, and the delusion of it all, okay? Because some of these queens be delusional. They be thinking they is the best thing walking, but the outfits are not up to par. So, how perfect are these girls' lattes? We're going to give them a whipped cream. Some whipped cream on the top of their latte if their look is everything. We're going to give them some shots of espresso if the look is safe. And they're not getting any milk if their look is in the bottom. Because a latte without milk, like, is it really a latte? You Starbucks people know a little bit more about that than me. But to my knowledge, you know, milk plays a big factor in making coffee and lattes. And if you don't get any milk, then it's kind of like, it's not going to be as tasty. So let's get into the runway. And the category is called Reveal Yourself.
Let your whole body talk.
Stroll down the runway, another payday, cover of magazines. And when they see me, they wanna be me. I am the fantasy.
Oh, I think I might try to find a clip of RuPaul saying that when the All-Star when the All-Star girls, when the lip sync assassins be trying to pop up behind the curtain. So
Reveal yourself.
RuPaul walks down the runway. RuPaul looks good. The wig is nice. The makeup is nice. The outfit is okay. I like RuPaul's look. First up on the runway, we have Q. She is automatically getting whipped cream on the top of her latte for me, honey. She is feeling her French vanilla fantasy and all of the drag delusion. She did the damn thing. This is something out of the Snow White, the Evil Queen or whatever. And then she got to the end of the runway and pulled those wings up and she looked like a beautiful insect. Even when she dropped those wings and revealed to what she had up underneath all that, it was still extravagant. Like everything about this look was just chef's kiss, honey. Give me a little bit of your whipped cream on the top of your latte, okay? Next up, we have Saphira Crystal. Now, before I get into her look, I want to say, Saphira Crystal is coming into this competition as like a Sasha Colby with a legendary name. I don't think she as big as Sasha, but this queen has been doing drag for like, I don't know, 14 years or something like that. She's a veteran. She is legendary in her scene. She done work with a lot of people and all of that kind of stuff, but sometimes when queens with big names get on a show, sometimes this drag is not matching those big names. And for me, her performance during like the overall of this episode, I'm going to say that into the lip sync. But as far as Saphira Crystal's look, she's going to get a little bit of shot of espresso and not as much as milk. She's between like, you know, flavor and bland. It's like it's somewhere in the middle. It's like it needs some more stuff. When she first came out, she had her blue, I don't know, what is it, a robe or something? I don't know. That was cute. Her makeup is nice. Her wig is nice. Then she revealed to that second look, and it was kind of like, what is that? And then she revealed to the third look, and it was kind of like, no. The back of it was giving pampered, boxy. Then she took the top part by her breastplate off, and the boots was giving me like small and smushed together. It was like really small. I do like how she was jiggling it on. She had those burlesque things on her nipples, and she was like playing with it and stuff. I do like that portion, but as far as her runway, I don't think her runway was living up to her legendary name. And to be honest, I don't like it. It's somewhere like in the middle for me. But next up, we have Mirage. Mirage, she's getting like 3 shots of espresso to me. I love her paint. And I love this queen hair. And mind you, she used to do hair. So I just feel like she is always haired. She looked so fucking gorgeous. And then when she came out in this Vegas thingy ensemble, while she was presenting on the runway, I was kind of like, it showed too many seconds of her like in behind like that piece that she was in. And I was like, okay, when she gonna take it off? When she took it off? I know I'm being like really picky. It wasn't that long, but to me, it was like a little bit like, why do I keep seeing you behind the thing? Then she took it off, and then she just revealed to like a glamorous, what is this, bodysuit? She is very performance ready, but before the bodysuit, what she originally walked in on was cute. It was big. It was 3D. It was very much so Vegas, and that's where she comes from. So let's get into Morphine Loves Dion look. Well,
girl, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here because okay.
she came out in a towel, in a towel wrapped around her head. Now there was a queen on Philippines that did this for her entrance look. She walked in a towel wrapped around her body and head, and I like that for an entrance look, but for a main stage runway, and then you reveal into a simple bathing suit, and the hair was giving me flat, very pedestrian. The mug was on though, but it was kind of like, you wanted more. You want a lot more. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think she did this runway justice. Yeah, it's gonna get no milk for me. It was very bland. It was very not tasteful. Her latte is fucked up. It's nasty, and it's no milk. No, ma'am. I don't like it. Next up, we have Tsunami Muse. Now, there's been a lot of takes online that they didn't this look, and from the judges that they didn't like this look. I think she was gorgeous. When she came out in that coat, I was like, okay, this is beautiful. When she walked that runway, I was like, okay, now I can see where she said she has a background in fashion. The mug was nice. The hair was beautiful. The coat was nice as well. And her strut served it. Her strut ate this look, her first look before she revealed for me. Yeah, I loved it. Is it like super drag? No, but she sold it to me. It's like a Tamara Thomas on UK season 5. Tamara didn't have the most extravagant big giant pieces, but the way she sold it, it was everything. And the way she sold that coat to me, I want that coat. Okay. And so when she took it out and revealed to her like what she had underneath, it was kind of, then it's giving like boring. It's giving it not as extravagant as it should be. But I don't know. I feel like if she was a body queen, I think the judges would never say nothing if she was like a body queen, because some of these body queens be wearing stuff like this and nobody be really saying shit. Oh, as far as her look, I'm gonna give her some espresso. I'm gonna give her 3 shots actually. I like it. Next up and last on the runway, we have a mandatory meeting. Now,
Oh, girl, the circus is in town, Mary.
when she first walked out in that puppet get up, honestly, I'm living. Was the puppet glamorous and made up and everything? No, it was giving me Little Miss Pound Cake or something like that. And when she came out and twirled, the wig flew off. And then she walked off and said, "Can I redo this?" I loved it. I loved it. So when she unzipped that thing and she came out and she revealed to that purple face and that green wig, and the rest of her body is like not that color. It was kind of like, what is going on? Yes, it was chaotic and everything, but I don't know, y'all. I was kind of living. I was kind of living. She had way too much energy, though. I mean, yes, I do want to see energy on the runway, but she was, I don't know, getting in like squats and stuff, and she damn sure was strutting, and it was a lot of energy for this. I don't think the energy matched this look, just like the energy did not match her lip sync. So she has a lot of work to do with her paint, and Untucked, the girls were telling her, and the judges told her what she needed to work on as far as her face. But she didn't mention this is the first time ever having a purple face. Her look, I'm gonna give her. It's gonna be now that puppet look. I'm gonna give her a shot of espresso, but what she revealed to is gonna get no milk. If somehow the espresso flew out of her latte, or it just sat too long and got bland. That concludes the runway portion of the episode, and so let's get into this deliberation.
Hey, silence.
I've made my decision. Bring back my girls.
So let's get into the top queens of the week. The girls voted with the rated queen thing. Honestly, I did not like the edit of the rated queen. It was given way too fast. It was kind of like, and then it was like morphing the girls together, and sometimes the edit was showing like both of them saying 3 or 4 or whatever.
4!
And I just didn't like the edit of how the rated queen was going. And I didn't see the purpose of the rated queen because the results of the episode did not give rate a queen. Like, what? Huh? So the top queens of the week was Saphira and Q. They got the 2 most votes from the cast. And I would say, I agree. I mean, I agree. There was no bottom queens of the week because RuPaul said nobody's going home, and top 2 queens will lip sync this week. So there was nobody in the bottom this week. So what was the point of doing the rate of queen? I don't know. Don't like it. So let's get into the lip sync. The lip sync song is "Break My Soul" by when this song, I don't know the lip sync songs before before the episode, so I'm just sitting in the bed like, okay, what's next? That beat dropped. I was like, hold on, bitch, this "Break My Soul" by Beyonce. What's going on? Love the song. However, when it comes to the lip sync, I do not think the lip sync lived up to the iconic "Break My Soul." Like, hello, where is? Did they not watch the Renaissance tour? They didn't even have to participate. They could have just looked at YouTube videos. Like, what is going on? I don't know what Q was doing. First of all, Q. I mean, I learned it on Tuck. She's not good with choreography or whatever. But this just lets me know that she has beautiful garments, and I'm scared for her performance style because I really want to like this queen. So if she was to land in the bottom 2, I don't think she will put on a great show. And maybe because she was top 2, it was kind of giving, girl, I don't need to do this much. Nobody going home this week. I'm safe and I'm top. Yeah, I'm not doing all of that. It could have gave that, but I really feel like this is her performance style. Maybe she don't do Beyonce. Maybe she don't know how to live up to Beyonce's name or whatever. So as far as Saphira in the lip sync, it's a thing with queens in the community, like true pageant queens. They wait for the build up for the song to start, and that's good for the local pub. I do agree, because you just can't start off a 10 because it's not gonna go anywhere. But this is "Break My Soul." This is Beyonce. You got, when that beat drop, you gotta immediately hit it, bitch, because this performance is edited. You don't know what part is being shown. You don't know really how it's gonna go in your favor. So you need to, when that beat drop, you should already be twerking that ass. I don't know, on the flow, getting a little nasty, a little ghetto with it. Doing some New Orleans stuff. Get your big Fritos in the background. Like, come, girl, do a little something more. So she let the song build up. After a while, she did go crazy. She was like getting into splits, bouncing on them. Bouncing to the point where her breastplate was like bouncing on off the stage with her body. That was iconic. That now that meme is floating, and GIF is floating around on Twitter. Also, she was like doing like jump kicks, that those majorettes be doing. She was doing that. She was walking to the back of the stage and then running to the front into a split. She was working the stage for me, but I think it was too long of a build up. So in the beginning, I was kind of like, okay, what's going on? And that kind of took the energy down for me. Honestly, I feel like the show don't need to be doing Beyonce songs no more, because Beyonce is such an iconic performer and a woman that if you are not giving her songs justice, it's kind of like, don't do it, because people go hard on performers when they do a Beyonce number and it is not done to perfection, or it's not done to a Beyonce's level. I think Trinity K. Bonet can do a Beyonce number flawless. I think she is probably a few queens that I've seen do Beyonce justice. So going forward, Beyonce is my favorite performer of all time. Be honest, I don't think I want to see no Beyonce songs on RuPaul's Drag Race unless the queens are really gonna serve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Beyonce. I need to see, you know, I don't know, give me a rent at home Beyonce. I don't know, do something. I need to feel the essence. Like, you know, I don't know. So we found out nobody went home, so there's nobody going home this episode. So we're gonna have to stay tuned into episode 2. Next episode, the other 7 girls come in because it's 14 in total. The other 7 girls come in, and I guess they're gonna do their talent portion of the episode. So in closing, what do you guys think about season 16 so far? And with the 2 new twists, immunity and Raider Queen. I want to know what you guys think. And well, for me, what is the point of the Raider Queen in the first 2 episodes? Because nobody going home this episode. I'm sure nobody's gonna go home next episode. So episode 3 is probably when Raider Queen is really gonna kick in. So yeah, it was pointless to have Raider Queen in these 2 episodes for me. Also, when it comes to split premieres, I don't feel like this episode should have been a split premiere. It was a lot of fluff this episode. It really was. You know, with the guest judge coming in with her bacon stuff for the cast and them talking at the table and stuff. Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, all of that. But like, are we here for the guest judge? Or are we here for the queens? Like, I want to see the queens. I want to see the queens doing stuff. Like, I would have loved to see the other girls in this episode as well. Even if they did split the cast up, I would have still loved to see them on this episode. Kind of like how they did season 15. I would have loved to see something like that. So let's remove our straw from our lattes because we've drunk our French vanilla fantasy already. You know, our latte is done. I had a mocha. That's all I know, and that's all I drink. I don't know what flavor y'all was drinking when y'all was listening to this, but it's empty, and we're pulling our straw out. And that concludes the first recap of Drag Race Season 16, Episode 1. Stay tuned for more. You can follow me on Twitter at Mauricio Dudon and on Instagram at Mauricio.Visage. I'm in the military. I don't know if I'm going to go train in California for the next 3 weeks or not. So I will be recapping the show every week and dropping it every week. Now that it is on. Now that I'm doing the podcast by myself, I have free range to do a lot more and make a lot more happen on a faster pace. So if I do not go to California to train, I will be dropping episodes every week. If I do go to California to train, I'm still going to come back and recap the episodes that I did not recap. So you guys can hear all my delusional French vanilla fantasy opinions. Okay? So let me know what you guys think, and we're out. Bye.
Brown cow study, give it, ooh,